I really hope he understands. Despite the price, that unthinkable price that no one should ever pay, he has a chance to save 25 millions of humanity. There was never a time the US got this high profile in their hands to possibly prosecute him for committing crime against humanity by helping the dictator, earning money, earning cash, and then imprisoning North Korean people. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park. I'm a North Korean defector human rights activist. So today in this video guys, I have somebody that you all must be aware. I talked about him before in my previous video. His name is Moon Chul-myung. He was a businessman, but officially he was a businessman, but he was somebody who was designated by Kim Jong-un to do the money laundering and buying all the luxury goods to Kim Jong-un, even though that was against international sanction. Therefore, it was the first time the US demanded Malaysia to arrest him and then transfer him to the US, and Malaysia did. Therefore, after that happened, of course, North Korea blew up. They were not happy with Malaysia, and Malaysia told them, leave our country within 48 hours. Take everybody from your country and go back. So now the diplomacy between Malaysia and North Korea has ended. However, the man, that Moon Chul-myung, he might be the person who can change the fate of North Korea right now. Moon Chul-myung was in abroad from 2013, and he was in Singapore, literally every other country, to do this money laundering and trying to earn the foreign cash for Kim Jong-un. There are not many North Koreans who were this high ranking, this closely connected to Kim Jong-un, who knows literally every single aspect of Kim Jong-un's money management, has gotten in the hands of the USA. So the information that he knows is unbelievable, that actually as soon as if he open his mouth and give information to the US will have an insight that they never had before about Kim Jong-un's regime and how the system operates. Now, because of this arrest of Moon Chul-myung, now he's in America, Kim Jong-un is losing his mind. He told his delegation to the United Nations in New York, told them do whatever it takes to Moon Chul-myung not to say any word about Kim Jong-un's his private life and his plans in the behind the scene. And at this point, as far as we all know, aware that Moon Chul-myung hasn't defied the North Korean regime yet. I think he's still keeping his mouth shut and protecting all those secrets for Kim Jong-un. Of course, when even this closely connected royal people, when they go abroad, their families are left behind and become hostages. So I'm sure he understands that if he does betray Kim Jong-un, then he's gonna lose his family members. I really hope he understands. Despite the price, that unthinkable price that no one should ever pay, he has a chance to save 25 millions of humanity. I actually thought about this question many times because every day what I do is costing not only my life, it costs lives of my loved ones. I think that is the hardest part being a North Korean human rights activist, is that the regime always had this method of going after 3 generations or sometimes even 8 generations of family members, or even the people that I have ever said I love you, I care about you, they go after them to punish me and to silence those dissidents. So this is an everyday dilemma all the dissidents have to think about. However, it should never be a choice between these two, but when it comes to the final choice, that I hope he chooses 25 millions of lives. And this is my, I guess, selfish reason why, because to me, what can be the greater than that to saving that many human beings on this earth? You get to live only once, and if you have a shot to help out that many people, how life can be more meaningful than that? So Moon Chul-myung, he now is under the FBI. FBI is really trying to tell him, like, I think, give us information and we are not going to jail you. But now North Korean regime told all these delegations at the UN and other regions, so you guys even really don't understand how many sympathizers of North Korean regime exist in the free world, especially the USA. So now they are gathering all together and doing a huge fundraising to buy the best law firm to represent him, to send him back to North Korea. So that campaign will begin shortly. And it's really like, at this point, like, I also want to pray, like, I hope Moon Chul-myung understands what a chance he got. Like, he never had to escape, right? He got in the hands of America now. He has a power to change his country with the help of American government and South Korea and the free world. He got such a unique opportunity. He doesn't have to be a slave to this dictator. All he does is fulfilling his own greed. Importance of Moon Chul-myung's information, if he decides to choose a side of freedom, has two biggest meanings. One is more like technical things. US can understand way more how to cut down Kim Jong-un's money supply. And of course, like, we know that China is the main channel, but still there are so many other channels Kim Jong-un takes to get so much money for himself. And also this 6 times money laundering that Moon Chul-myung did when he was in the middle other countries, in the Eastern Asian countries, that a lot of the things that he bought was actually luxury items. And that's the second point. If he, as a North Korean, he worked for Kim Jong-un, imagine to write a book or something, giving us just at least one interview. And then we use that interview to send back North Korean elites and North Korean people. When they realized that Kim Jong-un wasn't actually starving, like as what we told in North Korea, literally when I was in North Korea, I believed with all my heart that Kims were starving. They were not sleeping well, they were not eating well, they were suffering like all of us. And they actually even suffered more than what we did. In that situation, if Moon Chul-myung goes out, talks about how Kim Jong-un was using all that money to enrich himself, and while the people were starved and like dying literally in this 21st century, that could be the revolutionary step for North Koreans to be aware and take a step to be freeing themselves. So really fingers crossed that he will choose a side of, righteousness and what is right for the humanity as a whole. And of course, I completely sympathize the dilemma he's gonna be in right now, thinking about his family members and every day he loves is gonna be affected by his choice. My other really concern is now there is so much anti-sentiment about democracy and free world in our world today, and what it's gonna be a campaign against America with this story. So we will really see how this story takes, but I just wanted to inform you guys what's happening right now. And it is still it's an exciting time for sure. There was never a time the US got this high profile in their hands to possibly prosecute him for committing crime against humanity by helping the dictator, earning money, earning cash, and then imprisoning North Korean people. So, this could be a huge chance that North Korea learns that the US is not just sitting there doing nothing. I'm grateful for the US government that took that step, took extra miles to prosecute those people who is helping Kim Jong-un out to stay in power. But also, I really want those elite people, regardless of what they have done, everybody deserves a second chance. So even though they were the political prison guards, Even though they were the elites who were maintaining system for the last 75 years, it doesn't matter. As long as they choose a side right now, come to their senses and choose the side of North Korean people, they can be forgiven and they can get another chance to work for their own country. So I really hope that we can make that message very crystal clear. And I'm also saying this because now I'm getting a lot of news that, guys, this channel is being watched by tons of elites. Though the North Koreans who work abroad in Europe, in China, the countries I have internet access to. And also some of the videos that I have done with my colleagues being sending to Pyongyang in North Korea in the USB thumb drives. So that's what I keep saying, like, it's okay, whatever you have done, it can be forgiven. Just right now, it's not late, you know, choose a side of people, choose a side of freedom. So thank you guys, keep helping me to spread my message and helping me to free my people. I don't know if that can happen ever, but I will give everything I can to help my people and get them free like myself I did in my life. So thank you guys again, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.